Welcome to Annitude, a relationship podcast about love, friendships, and everything in between. Annitude with Anna. I'm just doing a solo episode, and I might be doing these more often. It's just too hard to schedule guests with my busy schedule and everybody's busy schedule. And hopefully I can just hold it down by myself until maybe I get a guest in the future. So let's get into it. This episode is going to be we're going to talk about the moments of 2021 because it is a new year. Happy New Year, everyone. I spent my new year DJing, which is now it has been. Music is my passion. I love listening to all different kinds of music. And I have really gotten into DJing. I think I'm pretty good at it. People are dancing to the music. I think that's a good sign. And I think I want to focus on DJing a little bit more. So I have some shows lined up. Stay tuned for that. But I'm just trying to monetize all my hobbies. And maybe one of them will actually make me some money because Lord knows it isn't this podcast. So yeah, 2021, what a shit show of a year. I feel like I had high hopes going into 2021. I was like, it can't be worse than 2020. Boy, was I wrong. I'm going to talk about the lowlights and highlights of my year. So I will start with the highlights. The highlight of my year was this was my first full year of being single, and I truly enjoyed. Welcome to Annitude, a relationship podcast about love, friendships, and everything in between. I enjoyed it. It was also my first full year of my in, and I finally did get my a very attractive man, and it definitely opened my eyes to like, hey, maybe I can do this again. I'm ready to hurt again, as Michael Scott said. So those are some of my highlights. I also did a lot of traveling. I didn't make it to Italy, unfortunately, but I did go to Miami and Vegas a few times. So that was cool. In Vegas, some guy gave me like $150 to gamble with. That was pretty cool. Had a lot of men proposition me for sex, which was disgusting. But no shade to sex workers. Do get it how you live, but it's just the fact that men have the audacity to even like think that's okay to ask people in broad daylight. Anyway, so yeah, I did some traveling. My nephew was born. My new nephew was born. I have three nephews. And one of them was born. I guess that's a highlight. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I finished half of my PhD program. Woohoo! Yeah. So basically, I'm getting my PhD so I can dodge these student loans that hopefully Joe Biden cancels. Because if you can postpone them like for 2 years, I think you can cancel them. The country will be fine. And yeah, that was pretty much all the highlights of my year. I truly am drawing a blank. Okay, let's get into the lowlights. That's really what people want to hear. So lowlights of the year, I got COVID. I got COVID. I think I said this on the last episode. I got it from, going to brunch and acting a damn fool. And that's my fault. I hate when people get on social media and they're like, they have COVID and they like post their positive test results. Like, I don't know how I got this. I was so careful. Being careful is you need to stay in your house and not talk to anyone because that's the only way you can be careful with this pandemic. So you are not being careful. You probably went out. You probably like smoked somebody else's cigarette while you're drunk. I drank somebody else's drink. I don't know. Kissed somebody. So yeah, to be careful is to stay at home. basically, which I know none of us can really do because they're not paying us to stay home. The government wants us to die. And the CDC basically said the other day, if you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck, because they're saying 5 days is, you can return to work. And let me tell you, I was not fine after 5 days. I'm still recovering from COVID. I have brain fog. I forget everything that I'm doing. I'll walk into a room and I'm like, what was I here for? I feel like I have brain damage. My taste and smell are not 100%. I can taste and smell, but it's just weird. It's probably never going to be the same. I hope we end up having like a class action lawsuit, or like a disability claim. Like we can all claim disability if you had COVID. So that was a low light. I got into a car accident with an uninsured driver who also basically got away with it because they didn't give their information to the police officers, and it was a whole mess. So I got into a car accident. That was a low light. Let's see what else. I missed my flight to Italy. That was a low light. What else? I think I gained, like, I weighed the most I've weighed in a year, like years. That was a low light. Pretty much everything. I mean, I feel like this year sucked. I feel like it was like, everybody was trying to pretend like we're quote unquote normal, but let's be real. Let me level with everyone. Normal is not going to happen ever again. So take that in. Whatever you thought was normal pre-COVID will never be the same. So yeah, that's just my pessimism speaking. So yeah, and I guess I will put a highlight. Let me add another highlight. I started DJing like seriously and going to book gigs and such, and I played for people on Instagram Live, which was really fun. Yeah, so that's a highlight. Let's see. I have an ass that won't quit still. I mean, if anybody was wondering, like, my ass is still fat. So thank you. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank at everything else. Yeah, pretty much 2021 was a shit show, and my bar is literally in hell for this year. So I have no expectations. I'm not going to say it's going to be any better or any worse. I'm just, living day by day. And I don't have any resolutions. I never do resolutions. I never do fitness goals, because if I feel like going to the gym, I'm going to go to the gym. I don't need January 1st. For me personally, I don't need January 1st to tell me that, like, hey, you need to get in the gym. I know I need to go to the gym every day. So I don't really have any goals or resolutions, but I do have some plans for, my future is like, I want to start dating again because I want a baby. And I know, unfortunately, somehow a man has to be involved in that. But I do want a baby. And it's very hard to adopt, I guess, when you're a single woman who basically is living in poverty line levels, because I'm a teacher. So adoption's out of the question. I could do I guess I could get artificially inseminated, but that scares me because I know I would get the person who has the genes of like Ted Bundy somehow, like twice removed, or like Charles Manson, and I would have a Charles Manson baby, or like I would have a kid like We Need to Talk About Kevin. Do you guys know that movie? That movie, to this day, like I purchased it at a used like movie and record store, like back when DVDs like were still a thing. And I watched it, and I'm still like traumatized from thinking like a kid could be that horrible. And if you haven't seen We Need to Talk About Kevin, watch it at your own risk. It's truly like one of the most haunting, harrowing movies I've seen. Anywho, yeah, so let's talk about 2021. Let's talk about what was the pop culture that happened, maybe that you forgot. Okay, I'm reading this straight off of BuzzFeed, which BuzzFeed is like the boomer version of, I don't know. I don't even know if like Gen Z has anything similar to BuzzFeed, but BuzzFeed is really like somebody's 45-year-old auntie wrote it. So number 1, Bernie Sanders showing up to the presidential inauguration wearing mittens and sitting far away from everyone else. That's a very long headline. And They have the picture of Bernie in the mittens with his hands crossed, which I thought was funny for like the first week. And then I was like, okay, that's enough. Everybody quit photoshopping Bernie into every picture that you're in. Number 2 is Bridgerton. I liked Bridgerton, but I could take it. I mean, it was all right. It was okay. It was like cute for what it was, but I basically watched it because I knew everybody else would be talking about it. So I was like, I want to feel like I fit in. The Bachelor, number 3, The Bachelor, which I've never watched. Well, okay, I lied. Okay, I watched The Bachelor when I was in 7th grade. Why? Because I only had 3 channels in my bedroom, and ABC was one of them. And the last time I watched The Bachelor was like when Andrew Firestone was on, and that was like 20 years ago. But anyway, number 3 for pop culture moments, The Bachelor casting its first black lead. That's embarrassing. And then facing a racism scandal when the winner ended up being racist. What the fuck? Maybe I do need to watch this. But I just can't believe, like, after all these years, finally they find a black man that's a bachelor. Like, that is very easy to find, and I'm sure you can find more than just one. Number 4, Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license slamming us all into our feels, which I would never fucking say that. This is a article. I don't like the in my feels. I have never listened to that song fully because it was on TikTok, and I would skip any TikTok that had that song. So I can't say that I was in my feels for Olivia Rodrigo, but I do fuck with her. JoJo Siwa coming out. Cool. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle leaving the throne and then exposing the royal family to Oprah on CBS. Don't care. I'm not into the royal family. Don't give a fuck. J-Lo and oh my God, these are making me mad. J-Lo and Ben Affleck rekindling their romance again. Like, okay, Ben Affleck he needs to go back to rehab. There's something like, I don't know what this is with J-Lo, or if it's a publicity stunt because she wants to stay relevant, and she's trying to make us forget that she said let's get loud at the inauguration or something, but I'm out over them. The Friends reunion, I don't give a fuck. It's a bunch of white people meeting up. And I'm still mad at Friends for basically pretending like New York had no black people or people of color in that entire city. Simone Biles dropping out of the Olympics. Oh man, that was a horrible day for mental health. Like, people are like, well, I can go to my job at Burger King. No shade to Burger King workers. I love you. You are on the front lines. But people saying, if I can go to my job, then she can show up for hers. Like, you probably need therapy too, Ben. Like, go to fucking therapy. Everybody needs therapy. Not reading about Addison Rae. Don't care. I truly, has anybody ever had those TikTok, like, influencers pop up on their For You page? I've never seen Addison Rae on my For You page. How did she get famous? Or that D'Amelio family? I've never seen them. I'm on the right side of TikTok, obviously. It shows nobody that's super famous because that's, not what I'm looking for. Shawn Mendes saying it's giving Cher. And once again, this is why we tell white people, stop using black people, and especially queer black people's phrases, because it's giving Cher. No, the fuck it wasn't. And now you're embarrassed for the eternity, forever. Oh yeah, speaking of the D'Amelio family trying to be the Kardashians with their own reality show. Never watched it, thank God, because it looks super Caucasian. Not my brand of show. Rihanna causing mass hysteria by dating A$AP Rocky. I'm still mad about that. You know how I feel about it. Squid Game. Oh my God, I feel like Squid Game was so long ago, but it was this year. Squid Game was lit. I wish they would have ended it season 1, because I am mad that man dyed his hair that burgundy red color that looked like he was going to, like, I don't know, a class reunion in 1992. That bothered me. And also that wasn't the whole purpose of him, like, trying to win Squid Games was to, like, get his daughter back and, like, get in good graces with his, daughter's mom. And then he gets a phone call and he's like, I'll be there, and doesn't see his daughter. Like, what a piece of shit. So, let's see what else we got. Taylor Swift. I don't care about her either. Okay, this is what I'm into. This was the best part. This is a highlight for me. As everybody knows, I'm a huge Britney stan. I love her so much that she finally got released from her conservatorship. Thank God, free Britney. # free Britney. I love you. Adele releasing 30 after her first album in 5 years. Now, I haven't listened to Adele's album all the way through because, okay, here's the thing about Adele. She's very talented. She's gorgeous. Everything about her is great. I just don't fuck with her music because I don't really care for I'm going to cry on my couch and think about all these relationships I had kind of music. When I'm sad about a relationship, you know what fuck I turn on? Fucking City Girls. I turn on Trina. I'm trying to turn up and forget about you. I'm not trying to sit and wallow in my tears. Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke the internet with them holding hands. I'm over them already. They're like on the same plane as like Ben Affleck and J-Lo. Like, I don't care. So yeah, 2021, those are the biggest pop culture moments. What a boring ass year. So I don't know. Maybe this year will be better. Maybe not. I mean, we'll just find out, and I'll probably still be in the same place I am now, wearing these old raggedy pajamas and looking like Charlize Theron in Monster. I don't know. So yeah, I hope everybody has a prosperous new year, whatever that means for you. And stop saying, wait, hold on. Is this mic on? Stop saying Happy New Year's. It's New Year. Just singular. 1 year. We just have one new year. Okay? Same with Valentine's Day. It's not Valentine's Day. Okay. That was a PSA. So yeah, basically to wrap this up, I hope everybody has a great new year. I hope you come into your own this year, whatever. Also, I hope you guys continue to listen to Annitude. I'm going to try to be more cognizant about how many episodes I put out because I know people get upset that I haven't been posting regularly. I'm going to be better at that. And I'm just going to work on this show being a one-woman show because that's how it was going to be anyway. And you can only talk to so many people before I run out of topics and guests. I only have so many friends. And I don't like sliding into people's DMs anymore because for some reason, being left on read from a stranger on Instagram really hurts my feelings. I don't know why. Like, a real person could like read my shit and not answer, but if a stranger does it, I'm like, damn, what did I do? Did I offend you? So anyway, I hope you guys please review this podcast. That totally helps me and helps people find this podcast. So please subscribe and review. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your mima, tell your papa, tell your cousins, tell somebody to tell somebody. And if it's day, night, love or light, love and light. I swear I'm going to get that right one time. If it's, oh my God, fuck it. Bye.